Welcome to the Make Me Whole podcast, where we explore what it means to just live better. I'm your host, Joset Rosado, a proud Latina and licensed therapist, bringing that unique perspective to the conversation. So whether you're looking to deepen your relationships, improve your mental health, or simply just find more joy, this is where you need to be. Hey guys, welcome back. There's a moment in life that many of us have faced, a moment where we look in the mirror and the reflection staring back is not the one we wish to see. It's a reflection oftentimes burdened with judgment, lined with the years of notes we've taken from the world about who we are and what we're worth. I know this place well. I've stood in front of that mirror. I've felt the weight of my own gaze, heavy with disappointment. It's in these moments that tearing myself down seemed like the only option because, frankly, it was easier than lifting myself up. Friends, strength can be found even when we feel that we could never lift ourselves out of the darkness. And I found mine in an act as simple as it was profound. I decided to take the price tag off my worth. Let me repeat that for those in the back, or for those who've had the volume of life turned up too loud to hear their own heartbeat. I did not discover my worth until I took the price tag off. People will try to tell you what you're worth. They'll slap labels on you, discount stickers, last chance offers, and bargain bin tags. But when I peeled off those stickers, when I tore away the tags, I realized something completely bright and as bold as I could ever have imagined. I am priceless. And so are you. That's when the journey of self-knowing began for me. And it's a journey I invite you to join. To know who you are is to understand that you are priceless. You are enough. Never, ever let anyone dictate your value. Now, when you stand before the mirror, I want you to see the greatness that lies within. Not the greatness the world wants to see, but that raw, unfiltered magnificence of your true self. And when I tell you, be great, be yourself, be true to what you believe in, what I mean is to live boldly, unapologetically, with the essence of who you are shining through. But more importantly, be greater in yours. Let your reflection be the one that smiles back with the certainty of your immeasurable worth. Lift your head high. Let your smile be that beacon for your soul, radiating the light of self-love and self-acceptance. It's not enough to wait for the good to come to us. We must step forward and claim it. In front of us, we have others who've risen from the ashes of self-doubt and who have shared their wisdom of walking that path before us. There are others who might offer practical advice on how to peel off those price tags, especially those that life has placed unfairly upon us. From the sidelines, you might question yourself, judge yourself for walking alone. But let's get one thing straight. Walking alone is not a sign of weakness. It's the hallmark of strength. It's a path of a warrior who knows their worth, isn't determined by the company they keep, but by that integrity of their journey. So I think about this one female client I had, who was once a high-flying executive in the worlds of tech startups. She told me about the moment she realized that her job title wasn't the sum total of her worth. It hit her really hard. There she was, the tech guru, the innovator. But when the company downsized and her titles were stripped away, who was she then? She had to learn that she was still who she had come in originally as, still valuable, even without that fancy title. She found her liberation. It's a powerful reminder that our worth isn't tied to our job titles or any external status symbol. Another client I had shared with me how they broke free from the needs of the approval of others. For the longest time, they were the yes man. They lived off of likes, shares, and nods of approval. It was exhausting for them. The turning point came when they realized that they didn't even like the things they were doing. They were just addicted to the approval. When they started acting for themselves, not for the applause, that's when they truly found their peace. And that's incredible. It's so easy to fall into a trap of performing for an audience that we lose sight of our own role in our lives. My friends, let's reflect on these stories. Both felt the sting of misplaced self-worth. And it's a common tale, isn't it? We often hang our value on these external hooks, titles, relationships, the number of followers we have on social media. But as both stories suggest, the moment you remove these hooks, you don't fall. No, you find a new way to stand, taller, stronger, and more authentically you. And so I ask you, what hooks have you hung your worth on? Is it your job, your relationship status, the approval of your peers? Take a moment to think about that. Now imagine removing those hooks one by one. It might feel scary at first, like you're floating without direction. But this is where you discover the true depth of your strength. Strength, as you might have gathered, isn't just about muscle and might. It's about the resolve to stand firm when the world wants to put a price on your existence. When I first started on this journey, I realized that strength could be found in the softest of whispers, the gentlest of nudges. It was in the quiet moments, in the stillness, that I found the courage to peel off the price tag and see my own value. I remember a day not so long ago when I achieved something I had been working towards for years. I thought it would define me, complete me. But as I stood on that stage, accepting my accolade, I felt empty. I had climbed the mountain, but the view wasn't what I expected. The applause rang hollow because I knew deep down I had pursued this goal for the wrong reasons. Not for myself, but for the image I wanted to project, for the validation. That emptiness was a gift. It forced me to ask, who am I really? And that's where my true journey began. Not on that stage, but on the quiet drive home, where I made a vow to understand my worth, not as a reflection of my successes, but as a celebration of my essence. So how do we start to make this shift in our own lives? It begins with a simple yet profound practice: affirmation. Affirmations are our way of reminding ourselves in the face of doubt of the truth of our existence. Start your day by looking in the mirror and saying, I am enough, I am valuable, I am priceless. Do it even when it feels silly, especially then. Because these are the moments when our old narratives fight to stay relevant. But your new narrative is stronger because it's real, it's true, and it comes from within. Now, to build on these affirmations, let's talk action. Affirmations are the foundation, but the action is the structure we build on top of it. Action can be as simple as setting boundaries, choosing projects that resonate with your passion, or even deciding to spend your time with people who see your true worth. And with every action that aligns with your value, your internal sense of worth grows. It solidifies until one day you find that the price tag doesn't just come off, it disintegrates. To help with this, I'm going to leave you with 3 actionable tips that you can start implementing today. First, define your values. Write them down. Know what truly matters to you, not anyone else. Second, practice gratitude, not just for the things that you have, but for who you are. Gratitude roots us in the present and in the truth of our existence. And third, create. Whether it's art, business, or simply creating space in your life for joy, creation is the expression of worth. It says, I am here, I have something to offer. As we near the end of our time here together today, I want to circle back to the idea of being great and greater in yours. This isn't about arrogance or ego. It's about recognizing the greatest impact you can have, which starts with the relationship you have with yourself. From the moment you wake up to the moment you rest, let every decision be a testament to your worth. Be deliberate in your actions, intentional with your words, and compassionate with yourself. I challenge you to take one step today, one small but significant step towards acknowledging your worth. Maybe it's setting a boundary. Maybe it's starting a project you've been putting off. Or maybe it's just simply taking a moment to breathe and say, I am enough. As you take this step, remember you are not alone. This journey you're on, we're on it together, aren't we? Every step, every stumble, every triumph. And if you need a reminder, just come back to this space. We're here to lift each other up. Thank you so much for showing up for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to reach out to me, please go ahead and send me an email at joset@mmwpodcast.net. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Make Me Whole Podcast. Remember, complain less and do more, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.